Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about end user failure. So end user failure is if the user is not involved in their product from the beginning towards the end, then there might result a problem, and that may lead to end user failure. If the user is not happy with what they have received, that will lead to end user failure and if the product they want has not, if the system they want or the product they want does not meet their needs or their wants or is too simple or too complex, then that may lead to end user failure. The importance of what a person wants is in perspective, because if a user, let's say as shown in the image to the right, if a user wants a swing and they don't explain it correctly, or there's lack of communication, lack of surveys, lack of any information of the system, then there may lead to end user failure. So for example, if the customer described like a swing on a tree and the project leader understood it as a swing bumping into the tree, not really understanding what the user wants, then that will lead to end user failure. Yeah. The consequences of end user failure. If end user failure occurs, then the software may be designed very inappropriately in terms of complexity and design, as the user may have wanted something else completely different. User frustration, because if the user is not satisfied with what they have received from somebody and they're very frustrated with what they have and it's not really working well for them, then that is end user failure. If a user does not receive what they want, if a software is not up to their needs and their standards, then they will not use it, and they may use an older system or something else that basically wastes the product you have made. Then money is also wasted if a company basically contracts a software engineer to create them a software, and the software is not good, does not meet the standards of the company, and does not do what is intended, then money will be wasted by the company to make that software. How could it be prevented? There are many ways that end user failure could be prevented, by one of them being ensuring the involvement of the end user throughout the whole process. Because if the end user is available throughout the whole process, then the end user can give you feedback on while you're programming, not completely at the end. And make sure that you communicate effectively, and make sure like you really understand what the user wants in terms of their needs. Creating different ways of getting that information of the software or product that the user needs, such as focus groups, that's a way that you can really find out what the user wants by creating groups, by taking groups and finding out what different needs are needed. And interviews with a clear purpose, by making sure that your interview questions are not vague, ambiguous, and making sure that when you're interviewing a person, that the questions have a real purpose and will actually get you information. Creating prototypes, not final products, but creating a little bit products that could be changed or very easily change the needs of the user. Okay, so that's it.